Welcome to your Monday Ice Call. We just got done with the launch of our BMIB, guys. And I don't know about y'all, but I am excited. Our team has been out cooking and recruiting and ride-alongs and lives being changed. And I know, hope the same has been happening to you. Hope y'all are getting those silver coins and the terrines and all that silver that's going out there in the different regions for being out cooking last weekend. So congratulations on that. I am really looking forward to the numbers that will be coming in. We'll probably have them for you on Wednesday or on Friday. And today, I want to jump right into today's speaker because what Alex is about to teach and about to share with you are the two key principles that make millionaires. It's the thing that literally, y'all, if you look at those that are high performers, high income achievers, those that are CEOs of companies and executives, and you look at what they do, the one or two things, the two things they do differently than everybody else, Alex is about to go over that. Alex is about to show you the secret. And guys, this secret is nothing that you cannot master, nothing that you cannot do. Everybody is able to do this. And so definitely grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's give it up for number one in his region, the awesomeness himself, Mr. Alex Salmon. Alex, take it away, sir.
Wow, thank you very much. And thank you so much for that introduction. Can you hear me okay? You
Yes.
can? Okay, fantastic. So look, first of all, I just want to say it's a great pleasure to be speaking with you guys today. It sounds like there's a lot of exciting stuff happening over there with the push month. We're excited over here. We've just had all our meetings today and we are pumped up and fired up and ready to go. So hopefully I'm going to share some information with you over the next sort of 30 minutes or so that some things, practical things that you can actually go out there on a day-to-day basis and apply to your life that hopefully will kind of help you to achieve some of your goals and some of your dreams. Because, you know, this business is an amazing business. It really is a fantastic business that we're in. And I'm passionate about the product. Obviously, I love the product. The product changes people's lives. The product brings families together. It improves health. But I'm also very, very passionate about the business. And I strongly believe that this business can take an ordinary person like me, like, you know, just a regular person, and it can really transform us and help us to gain confidence, learn new skills, and develop and go to another level. And really, this business can give us the life that we desire.
You ready, Alex?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, Oscar, go ahead and mute yourself, please. Thank you.
So, look, I'm going to get straight into it, okay? Our business is about setting goals and really applying ourselves the best that we can. Now, what I've noticed over the years, I've promoted about 12 dealers over the years, and I noticed in myself that when I changed some of my rituals and I changed some of my daily habits, I started to get a lot more success, and I started to get a lot more consistent success. Whereas in the past, I might have one good week, a bad week, a good month, a bad month. So once I started to change my habits and my daily routines, I started to notice that I started to become a lot more consistent. So what I'm going to share with you today are some of the practices that you can do on a day-to-day basis. And we call them rituals, which is just another name for habits. And I've drawn a little diagram. I'm not sure if you can, how well you can see it, but it's very crude. I'm sorry, I just drew this about 5 minutes ago. But in the center here, this is what we call obviously your goal. This is your target. So in the month of March, maybe you have a target to do 30-30. Maybe you have a target to deliver 10 sets in a month, or deliver 15 sets in a month. Maybe your target is you're just trying to get a promotion. It doesn't have to just be for March. You must have some long-term goals. Maybe you want to go full-time. Maybe you're trying to make enough money in Salad Master so that you can quit your job and do Salad Master full-time. Maybe you want to become a distributor. Maybe you want to become a dealer. Whatever your long-term goals are, what you find is that we tend to live life from the outside in. What do I mean by that? So this circle around here represents our life. It represents our happenings. It represents our circumstances. This is what happens to us on a day-to-day basis. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that happens to us on a day-to-day basis is not always positive. Sometimes we get the phone call, sometimes we get stuck in traffic, sometimes we get the customer canceling the dinner, sometimes it could be anything. I mean, life just keeps on happening to us all the time. Now, what happens is we allow the circumstances of our life to affect our actions and to affect our performance. So you might be in a bad mood today because you had a phone call from a customer that wasn't positive. So that could affect your action. And you might say, you know what, today I'm not going to do the things that I need to do that are going to take me towards my goal. Instead of doing that, I might just be a little bit self-indulgent. I might decide to just, instead of booking those dinners, maybe I'll just watch a movie, or maybe I'll just go, do something. So what we're trying to do here, guys, is we're trying to get people to live life from the outside in. And it means that you stay so focused on your goal, you stay so focused on your target, that actually affects your actions, that affects your behavior, which affects your circumstances. Now, how do you do that? It's easier said than done. Now, the way you stay focused on your goal is by having daily rituals, okay? Daily habits, okay? Now, I've identified 6 habits. And if you can implement these 6 habits into your daily routine, I guarantee you, okay? I'm guaranteeing this, okay? This is 100% guaranteed. If you can apply these 6 daily habits, your business will go to where you want it to go, wherever that is. Whether you want to become a dealer, whether you're a dealer and you want to become a master dealer, or whether you're a consultant and you want to become a distributor, if you focus on these habits, these 6 habits I'm going to share with you, I guarantee you that it will work. So habit number 1, and these habits always take place in the morning. The reason why we do them in the morning is because obviously that's the start of your day. Okay, so you need to put yourself in the right state, in the right mindset, on the right frequency when you start your day every day. So the first thing that we do in my dealership is all of our distributors, all of our consultants, and all of our dealers, as soon as we wake up in the morning, as soon as we open our eyes, instead of picking up a telephone or a laptop or the first thing we do as soon as we open our eyes is we reach for a pad and a pen. So you have to keep a pad and a pen alongside you in your bedroom, but literally next to your bed. And the first thing you do is you write down your gratitude. So you write down between 5 and 10 things in your life that you're grateful for. And it can be anything. It could be, you know what, I'm grateful just for another day. It could be, I'm grateful because I got to spend yesterday with my grandson. It could be, you know what, thank you for my health, And if but it's very important that you actually write those things down. You spend literally, it takes 3 minutes. 3 minutes. As soon as you wake up in the morning, very important that the notepad and pen is by the side of your bed. Because what I found out is if you get up out of bed and you use the restroom or you go somewhere, you don't ever come back to writing those things down. So as soon as you open your eyeballs, first thing in the morning, write 5 things down, between 5 and 10 things that you're grateful for in your life. That's number 1, the ritual number 1. Don't ask me why, but everybody tells you this, the universe, every religious philosophy in the world, it says gratitude is one of the most important things, the universe loves gratitude. Yep. So the second thing you do, okay, after you've written your gratitude, is you now turn over the page in the same book, and this time you write your goals. Okay, you write your goals. You write 5 goals, okay, and some of those goals could be for the month of March, and some of those goals could be for 6 months from now and even a year or 2 from now. But you write your goals. It's very important. And you write them in the positive tense. So you write them as if you've already achieved them. So one of the goals I'm writing down every morning, I did it this morning, I do it 7 days a week, is I am an executive master dealer by November the 31st, 2019. Okay? So you have to put a date alongside the goal. All right, and you have to write it as if you've already achieved it. So one of the goals you could write, for example, is I have completed my 30-30 in March 2019. Okay, I have delivered 10 sets of Salmon cookware in March 2019. I am a distributor by August 2019 or November 2019. So step number one is gratitude, guys. 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. Step number two is write the goals, but you have to write the goals as if they've already been achieved, they've already been accomplished, and you write them and you put a date alongside them, okay? So that's the first two things that you do, okay? Now that will be in a notepad alongside your bed, okay? The third thing you do, okay? Now this one is quite interesting. This is one that I really sort of, I don't know, this is one of my favorite ones, okay? This one is called reviewing your detailed story. Okay, now let me repeat that. So reviewing your detailed story. Well, look, before you can review a detailed story, you need to first of all have a detailed story. So let me explain to you what a detailed story is. Let's say you had a magic wand, okay? And let's say that you could design your life any way you wanted your life to be. And I'm talking about what type of fitness, what type of relationship, where would you be spiritually? Where would you be health-wise? Where would you be financially? Where would you be in your career? You know, this is like having almost like having a, I don't know, like a magic wand, I think is the best way to explain it. So what I get all my consultants to do, all of my dealers do, and I myself do it, is we write a story, and it only has to be one paragraph, or it could be a page. It doesn't have to be too much. But what's important is that you go right into the details. So your story might start something like this. My name is Alex Salmon. Myself and my wife, Eve, live in a luxurious home, which is in a secure, gated community. You know, we have a swimming pool, we have a gym. Our house is so relaxing and peaceful. We have a beautiful kitchen. We have family and friends that come and celebrate with us all the time. You know, I have 5 cars, or, you know, whatever you want. You know, I am physically fit. I'm in my optimum peak condition of fitness. Spiritually, I'm growing every day. So, you know, only you're going to know what your story is, but you need to write a detailed story. And first step is to write it down on paper. And if you have a partner that's in the business, or, you know, this is a great exercise to do with your children as well. And my kids do it. I have a 14-year-old and I have a 17-year-old. They're my 2 youngest. And they've written their detailed story. Because when you write the detailed story, what you do is you propel yourself into the future. You keep your mind focused on the positive things that are coming your way, as opposed to living in the negative past. Because too many times we live our lives, and I think too many times we kind of find ourselves dwelling on things that has happened to us previously, and a lot of those things are not always are not always positive. In fact, a lot of those things, a majority of those things, might be negative. So writing a detailed story, honestly, guys, is an absolute game changer. It really is a game changer. So write the detailed story, put it in the present tense as if you're already living that life. So you don't say, you know what, I'm going to be doing this, my life. No, I am Alex Salmon. I live, I am, I own, you know, I do, my health. You have to do it in the positive tense. Now, once you've written that detailed story, you have to go one step further, and you have to record that story onto your phone. All right. So you go into your notes, and there's a function in your notes where you can press a button and you can literally just record your detailed story. But while you're recording it, put a bit of energy into it, you know, put a bit of enthusiasm into it. Make it sound like as if how you would actually feel if that was your life. Okay. So what I do and what we do and what I'm suggesting you guys do is step number 1, write your goals. Okay. Write your goals in a positive tense. Step number 1 is gratitude. Step number 1 is give gratitude. Step number 2 is write your goals. Step number 3 is listen to your detailed story. Okay, just play it. My story lasts for about 4 minutes. Okay, so I know other people do stories that last 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, but I just find that, you know, I speak quite fast when I do mine. And it 4 minutes is covers everything. It covers my possessions, it covers my health, my fitness, my family, my relationships, you know. So do yourself a detailed story. So we're going to go on to ritual number 4 now. Okay, ritual number 4, and I'm sure that probably a lot of you guys already do this, is your vision board. Okay, it's really important that you have a vision board. Now, the vision board should be designed based on your detailed story. So what I have in my bedroom, because the vision board needs to be somewhere where you see it all the time. And what we've done on our vision board is we've put all the things that we have in our detailed story. So the kind of home that I want to live in, the kind of vehicles that I want to drive, the kind of business that I want to have, the kind of health and fitness that I want to have. All of that stuff is visual. It's all on my vision board. It's laminated. It's in color. So I've gone online, gone on the internet, found all the images. We've actually obviously printed them off in color, high resolution. And then what we've done is we've laminated them. And instead of having a board, I mean, some people have a board. I have a door in my bedroom, and I've just covered the door with all the images and all the things that I want that are in my detailed story. Now, and don't ask me how vision boards work, because I don't know. But what I do know is they 1,000 billion trillion % work. Okay, I'll just give you a quick story on my vision board. When I started my dealership about 6 or 7 years ago, I only had 4 people cooking, and they were 4 people that were sort of Caribbean, African people. Because where I live in London, we have a very diverse community. But I think because my family's background was Caribbean, I think it tended to be easier for me to recruit people. So I had 5 people in my dealership. When I put my vision board up, I went online and I took pictures of Asian people, Indian people, African people, Eastern European people. And I put about 50, 60 people all standing up outside my office. I took a picture of my office. I took a picture of myself, took a picture of my wife, and then I took a picture of all these people standing outside my office. 5 years later, if I get that vision board, 6 years later, where we went from master dealer, grandmaster dealer, elite dealer, executive elite, if I get my vision board now, it's almost like a snap picture. If I get all my consultants, distributors, and we stand outside our office, I could literally match it with the picture that's on my vision board. That's one of the stories. I'm going to tell you one last story on a vision board, just in case you're not sure about vision boards. Recently, it was my wedding anniversary, and I wanted to buy my wife a Rolex. She had a Rolex, but I wanted to upgrade her Rolex. So I went to London to the shop to buy the watch, and I was so indecisive. I must have been in this shop for an hour. The people were getting fed up of me. I was saying to them, no, give me that one in the window. And they were bringing it. And I said, actually, no, you know what? I've changed my mind. Give me the blue one. Then they brought that one. Then I said, actually, you know what? Let me get the silver and the gold one. And this went on for an hour. The people were really getting upset. In the end, I just said, you know what? Give me that one. It was one that I'd never even thought of. It had diamonds in the bezel. I said, give me that one. Anyway, I brought the watch home, gave it to my wife, gave her the receipt, and I said, hey, listen, honey, you're probably not going to want this one. Here's the receipt. Go back and change it and get the one that you want. Anyway, she screamed, you know, because she said she loved it. It was great. I thought she was just saying it to be nice, you know. Anyway, long story short, she went and showed me on her vision board, and it is the exact Rolex on her vision board. And
Can you hear me, Teresa?
Yeah, am I back?
There we go. Now you're back. Yeah. It was the exact one on the vision board.
Yeah. So the vision board ended up being exactly the watch that she chose. So I'm just hooked on vision boards. My vision board at home is just like, it's massive. And it's got all my detailed story on there. It's got spiritual health. It's got everything. So back to your rituals. Okay. So number one, I'm going to keep repeating myself. So just so that we're clear. First thing is pen and pad next to your bed, write your gratitude. 5 things that you just feel grateful for. Number 2, write your goals in a positive tense. 5 goals that you've already accomplished in your mind. You haven't physically accomplished them, but in your mind you have. The next thing you do is you play your detailed story. If you haven't recorded it, okay, then read it. But you're better off playing it. I believe it works better when you play it. You feel the emotions better when you play it. Step number 2 is your vision board. But don't just look at your vision board, you know, touch your vision board. Physically touch your vision board. Go on there and touch the house, touch the business, touch the people, touch the things that you want on your vision board. Because when you do that, it brings it more into reality. It creates more energy. You feel more of the emotions that you would feel if you had it. Okay, so those are your 4. The 5th thing you're going to do, you're not going to like this one, but the 5th one you're going to do is you're going to do some exercising. All right, because you have to get in control of your physiology. If you can't get hold of your physiology, you cannot get hold of anything else. So you've got to be able to control your physiology. Now, what do you do in terms of exercise? It varies on you. I mean, you might just want to walk, do a power walk for 20 minutes. You might want to hit the gym. If you're not able to exercise and physically you have a problem with exercising, then you maybe want to do some meditation instead. You know, meditation is good as well. But I personally like the exercise because it gets the heart moving, it gets you pumping, releases all the endorphins into your system. So those are your 5 things. Now, whilst you're exercising, I recommend that you listen to something at the same time. Don't listen to music while you're exercising. Music is great, but, you know, I call it chewing gum. You know, listen to, yeah, it's chewing gum.
Yeah, right.
Listen to something that's going to educate you. So, you know, there's lots of great people that are into personal development out there. A big favorite of ours is, you know, he's one of your own, Jim Rohn. You know, he's fantastic. Love listening to Jim Rohn. Obviously, you got great sales trainers like Zig Ziglar, who started his career in our business, right, in Salmon. I tell you, there's a really good one if you really want to listen to, and all of our guys in the UK are on it at the moment. There's a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Okay, what to say when you talk to yourself. Okay, and it's written by a guy called Chad Helmsetter. Okay, Chad Helmsetter. And what Chad Helmsetter does is he teaches you the self-talk, because a lot of times we talk to ourselves, but we don't talk to ourselves in the right way. So a lot of times we beat ourselves up. You know, I always forget names, or, you know, I'm terrible at meeting new people, or I'm not good at presenting. So what this book does is it teaches you to have a different inner dialogue with yourself and have a different conversation. So one of the things that we do here in the UK is, I tell all my guys, and I do this myself, is whilst I'm exercising, I either listen to my detailed story over and over and over and over again, or I listen to some Chad Helmsetter, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself,